These are the top 5 snacks you should be eating to get to single-digit body fat. In this video, I'm gonna show you my famous homemade protein ice cream that anybody can make. These are snacks that I've been eating over the last 10 years that have allowed me to get into this incredible shape at this point where we're at single-digit body fat. And the main problem so many people have is the snacking when they're in a caloric deficit. So the foods I'm gonna show you here are ones that are easy, they're repeatable, they're enjoyable. These are snacks that my clients absolutely love. Tori was eating cheesecakes and look at his transformation. Look at the transformation of Gary. Look at Shannon's transformation and so many more. These are the snacks that my clients ate each and every single day that made them feel like they weren't on a diet anymore. So watch this video to the very end so you see all of these recipes that you can include it that will allow you to build muscle because they're all high protein and lose fat because they're low in fat and they're easy to do. Let's start in with snack number 1. 13 days out. And I promised you guys that I was going to create a series showing you the best breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I've delivered. And this is the last installment of the series. And if you follow these 5 snacks, you will be able to be in equally as good shape as I am, because these snacks is what's helped me from going away from the cheat meals and staying consistent with my diet. They're going to fit your calorie intake and you're going to love them. And I will tell you at the very end of the video where you'll be able to find the PDF that contains all the recipes for all the videos I've shown you. Now, before we jump into snack number 1, if you guys want me to make this a reoccurring theme that I show you 5 breakfasts, 5 lunches, and 5 dinners, and 5 snacks, leave the video the gentle thumbs up and say, Dr. Mike, make this a recurring series, and I'll gladly make it. But without further ado, the first snack, I'm gonna actually make 6 in this video. The first one is a bonus because this is what I'm eating 13 days out from my show. It's very easy to make. It is by far the easiest one. So, ingredient number 1. We're going to need JelloO. Ingredient number 2, we're going to make chobani. And if you have a sweet tooth, this is exactly what I want you to go for. Now, in each packet of JelloO, there's 8 servings. 1 serving is 10 calories. So in this entire packet, it is 80 calories. And in this Chobani Fit high protein Greek yogurt, there is roughly 100 calories. So let me show you how to make this dessert. What we're going to need is the entire packet of JelloO. We'll rip that open. And then you just need any bowl. You throw that in there, right? It is that easy. Now you've added the JelloO, and first we need to add 100 mils of cold water. That is 50, 90, 100. We mix well. Once it's been mixed well, then we want to add hot water, and we want to add 400 milliliters of hot water. 373, I'm happy with that. And now we mix again. And that's ready, right? So now the JelloO is prepared. In this entire bowl is 80 calories. And what's amazing about it is that all of the 80 calories comes mainly from protein, because JelloO is mainly gelatin, which is a protein. So it's 1 gram of protein per serving. So there's 8 grams of protein in here. So now it's prepared. We're going to add the JelloO into the fridge, and then I'll come back to it later. And this is such an easy recipe. Now we have the yogurt. Shake well, and you can choose any yogurt, but I'm always going to go for something high protein, and this is how we make this. Now I would use a strawberry flavor. I mean, you can use any flavor, but the brand I'm using is Chobani Stay Fit. There's also Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt, also amazing. We mix this well, and now we're going to add this topping to our JelloO. And this is an amazing dessert, and it is extremely filling, right? So why I have this as my first meal, or why I have this as the first snack, is because it is exactly what I'm eating every day to look this way. And obviously, as I told you guys, you get very hungry being at single digit. So finding amazing recipes like this will help you. And then you just spread it around. And then finally, you can add any toppings you want. You can add frozen berries, or you can add your fruit of choice. What if we go with strawberries? So we're gonna go for strawberries. Strawberries is what we're gonna pick. 1, 2, 3. And if you guys want to go ahead and track the strawberries, first you want to cut off the stem off of the strawberry, and that is a beautiful 50 grams of strawberries. Now we cut it up, and now we add our strawberries. And here we have half a kilo of a dessert, a strawberry, JelloO, and yogurt dessert, which is absolutely amazing, all for under 200 calories. So 177 calories exactly, and let me read you guys the exact macros. And believe it or not, this is a high protein meal. So in this exact bowl, we have 177 calories. There's only 7.1 grams of carbs in this whole bowl, 0.3 fat, and 23 grams of protein. This is a must. And this is why I want you guys to try this out. Give it a go. So you just get JelloO JelloO, right? 10 calories. And then you add high protein Greek yogurt in there, and then add the fruit of your choice. And there you go. So easy to make, takes you 5 minutes. All you can do is just have to prepare the JelloO ahead of time, then come back to it for a lovely dessert, especially if you have a sweet tooth. Let's now go into real number one, the first snack. That was a bonus for you guys. This is a high protein snack that you can make quickly if you're on your way to work, and it's very easy to prepare. All you're going to need is some rice cakes. You're gonna need 3 egg whites and 1 whole egg. And finally, you're going to need some low-fat cheese. Now, this is for anybody who has a savory tooth, and I'll show you exactly how to prepare it. So, number one, we're going to divide a whole egg and just get the egg whites in here. So if you can just buy the egg white cartons, that works perfectly, much better than this. I am living in Malaysia and they do not sell carton egg whites, unfortunately. So that's number one. That is number two. And all we're making here, right, really is an omelet. And this meal will be high protein. You'll get healthy fats from the egg yolk and very low carb. And again, this is a snack. Now we have the egg whites in there and we're going to add 1 whole egg. 1 whole egg added, and we're gonna beat it up. And the reason I'm showing you guys this meal is that I know all my clients that I work with, for breakfast, they want something quick, easy on the go, so that they can just take while they're on their way to their office, right? So that's prepared. The egg whites are prepared. And now we're going to need a pan. Always, 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 if you're still throwing on the olive oil or just adding oil without really tracking it, I highly recommend you just go to a spray version. You can use Pam spray or you can use Fry Light, but this will drastically reduce the amount of oils that you're putting in your meal. I had a client once upon a time. We were working together for 2 months and I saw all this food and it looked perfectly fine. I asked him, hey, send me a photo of everything. And he wasn't losing weight. And then I said, you know what, send me a video of how you prepare the meal. And I saw how he was doing it. What we did is, all we did was we switched out the olive oil that he was spraying for a spray, and he was losing more than 2 pounds a month. So you will be surprised how much fats and oil you're putting into your day-to-day meal just by adding the olive oil without tracking. So the Pram spray is nice and easy. This is just to stop it from sticking. And now we will add, make sure you get every grain in there, it all counts. And we'll cover that. Now, because you're in a hurry, while the eggs are prepared, you're going to take your 3 or 4 rice cakes. Now you can take the flavored ones, any works. I'll open that up. And all I'm going to need is 4 rice cakes. And what's amazing about this is that you can even take this meal on the go. You just need to have your eggs prepared, right? So the eggs are now prepared, and then I'm just gonna switch this off. You see how quick that was? And now I'll just prepare the rice cakes, right? So, and what we're going to do is I'm going to add some low-fat cheese. We're gonna open that up. So now I'm going to use this base of the low-fat cheese, and I just want a thin spread right on each one. I don't need it to be super thick. So that's 1. I'm gonna take some more. This one should have just enough. Perfect. So now we've added the cheese, and all we need to do now is add the eggs. I'll plate the eggs too. And the last one. Now, what I've done, and this totally depends on you, if you're in a hurry, you don't have to, but I just cut off the edges just to make it look good for you guys. Now, I'm gonna just add some extra cheese on there, right? Who doesn't like cheese on eggs? So I'm just gonna spread that over each one. It's a nice high protein snack to have. I'm definitely gonna need more cheese. And the final one, the third one, you guys are welcome to add any garnish you like. Tomatoes, onions, spring onions, and that's what I'm gonna use. I'm probably gonna add some spring onions on here. Then add whichever spice you like. So I'm just gonna add spice on here lightly. And then finally, you can never go wrong with some spring onions. And let's cut up the spring onions. Now, add spring onions. And there you go, that's meal number 2. And this meal is amazing because of the macros. It's a good balance of good flavor, and it's also very easy to make. You can make it on the go and you can go ahead and run. You can just even just prepare the egg omelet on its own, put that in a little tray, and then just take the rice cakes with you, and you can have this at work, and my clients absolutely love this. The macros of this meal is 320 calories. We have exactly 30 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, and 27 grams of protein. In general, your main meal should be about roughly 50 grams of protein a meal, right? And for your snacks, you want that to be anywhere between 10 grams of protein to 30 grams, and this one being at 27 grams of protein is just perfect. And it's these snacks exactly that allow my clients to stay in shape. If they have a sweet tooth, I have an an answer for that. If they're in a hurry and they need something quick, I have an answer for that. And knowing these different types of recipes is what will allow you to make this entire thing a lifestyle versus a challenge that's not sustainable. And if that's you, you've been working your tail off to earn your 6 to 7 figure career. You've taken care of your family, you've taken care of your company, and you finally want to be able to take care of yourself. You want to double your energy. You want to be sleeping more. And you're finally tired of excuses. You've tried the fad diets, you've tried keto, you've tried working with a personal trainer, and none of those things work. Being able to work with medical doctors who have done this for over a decade, personally I've done this for over a decade, that is going to be your one guarantee to finally get your result. If that is you and you want me to build this personally to your lifestyle, go into the description of the video and fill out a short questionnaire to be able to work with me so I can get all the data necessary. We'll jump on a call and I'll tell you about the formula that I utilize called the DNA sequence. It is a scientific sequence that I utilize so I can get a scientific answer for your problem, and we'll discuss this over a call. So fill out that application and we'll get in touch with you. But let's move on into snack number 2. This is an amazing meal that is high protein that you're absolutely gonna love. So watch this video till the end and you're going to be able to utilize this every day. So we're just gonna start here and we're going to prepare our main ingredients, right? So we're going to have some spring onions, and I want just little baby tomatoes in there, right? Small baby tomatoes. That ready. So just a little bell pepper here. Awesome. So let's make the omelet here. Again, we're going to use 3 egg whites. 1. If someone from Malaysia is watching this video, please start selling egg whites and cartons. And I want to know in the comment section down below, by the time you guys see how this recipe is prepared, if any of you have ever made eggs this way. Then 1 whole egg. Then we want to add ingredients in here. So we have some bell peppers and tomatoes, and we have some spring onion. And now we beat it up, mix it really well, mix it well. That's ready. So we spray. Let's just wait for that to warm up a little bit. And in between, pro tip, guys, clean when you can. It'll just save you so much time. So now you're going to add the omelet. Now as that prepares, this is where the big difference comes in. I want you to take 2 slices of bread. You're gonna add it in here. You can use any bread. It's no big deal. In my personal opinion, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, and that applies to everything. So if you like white bread, go for it. Just make sure it's within your macros. In the space, like look at me. I eat white bread. So make a decision if you want to eat white bread. If you want to use any other bread, go ahead. That's fine as well. Now we spice accordingly, right? You want to take this here, right? Let that toast on that side. So we're gonna add avo as our main on one side here. Perfect. And now we're going to add the ham on the side. Finally, we want to add a little bit of cheese. When I mean a little bit, I mean 1 entire wedge. And that is the cheese added. And there we go. So the macros of this meal is 399 calories for this snack, 38.2 grams of carbs, 12.7 grams of fat, and finally 27 grams of protein. Another easy one to make. And it's a nice and healthy sandwich. You're getting your high source of protein. You have your source of micronutrients from all the veggies that we've added in there, and you're good to go. Very, very quick to make. And that's what I particularly love about this snack video. And again, I actually have another 5 lunch ideas, 5 snacks, 5 breakfasts, and 5 dinners. If you guys want me to make another series with these, leave the video the gentle thumbs up and let me know. But for all of you guys who stayed here till the very end, I have left the PDF that has all the videos and all the recipes of this food in the description below. You don't have to put in your name or your email or anything. You will be able to just download directly. And that's a big thank you to you guys for sharing and for supporting these videos. And if I see more, I'm happy to do more. So that is that. Let's go on to the next snack. Today is probably like the proudest day on my channel. I've shown you how to make makeshift protein ice cream, but I am going to show you how to make legitimate protein ice cream. I promise you this will taste as good, if not better, than Ben & Jerry's. This is all you're gonna need. The ingredients are some milk, some whey protein, and some Oreos. We're going to make peanut butter cups and Oreos protein ice cream. Now, what you will need, and why I've put it here at this point in the video, is for everyone who's gonna be like, well, can't afford the Ninja Creamy. That's okay. For the people who wanna buy it, like this is worth the investment, especially if you wanna diet, because it's gonna keep you to your diet. So this is how we make this protein ice cream. You get this with the Ninja Creamy. I am not sponsored or anything, but wow, this is a game changer for anybody who wants to get in shape and has a sweet tooth. And you're just gonna make a protein shake, but you're gonna make it in here. So we're gonna add 200 milliliters of low-fat milk. Now, if you have some calories to spare, it is even tastier with some whole cream milk, but 200 mils. And just to get a bit more volume, right? I'm gonna put it right till here, but I'm just gonna add a bit of water, right? Just to get more ice cream out of this. And I'm just gonna leave it there. And you won't taste the difference. Maybe I'll just add a little bit more. Promise you won't taste the difference. And choose your favorite whey protein. The better the whey protein, the better the ice cream is gonna taste. So any whey protein works. And I'm gonna put in 1 scoop. And because I'm in prep, this has to be 33.5 to be sure. It's gonna make it 34, 35. I will take that. And then you just mix. And it's that easy. Like the hardest part is done, honestly. So as I'm mixing this, you can use any flavor of whey protein, right? You can think if you want strawberry ice cream, if you want chocolate ice cream, if you want vanilla ice cream with something that you want to mix in, anything, right? So that's it. I've made my protein ice cream. I've just basically made a shake, and I'm gonna put this in the freezer, and I'm gonna leave it in the freezer for a day. So we're gonna put this in here. An entire day has passed. And this is the product. This is what you get, right? And you have your protein ice cream. And this is what it looks like. Now, we're gonna go to the Ninja Creamy. And first thing is we're gonna make our ice cream. And you guys are gonna see the consistency of this thing. So we're gonna add that in. We're gonna click the ice cream function. Now we check. I wanna add a bit more milk to make it a bit more creamier. So we're just gonna add a bit more milk to make it creamier. And we will use the light ice cream function. Cool, so we did a respin. Let's see what it looks like. That looks amazing. Look at that. And you can tell, like, look at its consistency. You can tell and see that that is ice cream. That is true, proper ice cream. And it tastes amazing. Now the final part, we add our Oreos. So in this case, and that's just to give it more flavor, give it a bit more crunch. Also guys, give your boy a thumbs up. I'm making these videos. I haven't had Oreos in over a year. So I'm salivating making these videos for you guys. 13 days out from show. Crush them and then just put it in the middle. I'm just gonna press them so it can just go, so it can mix well. Final ingredient added. And what's cool is we're just going to put in the mix-in feature. So for the moment of truth, wow, look at that. And we have our peanut butter cups, cookies, and wow, that's peanut butter cups, cookies, and cream ice cream. Like this is an Oreo McFlurry that you made at home. So the macros for this ice cream, and mind you, this is a pint, so it's the same size as a Ben & Jerry's with real Oreos in there. It comes out to exactly 361 calories, right? That is 34 grams of carbs, 9.3 grams of fat, and 35 grams of protein. Wow. And we have real cookies in here and Oreos. And for you guys are asking, this entire creamy costs about $260. Well worth the investment. If you and someone else in your household are trying to get into shape, each invest $130. If there's 3 people in your household who wants to get into shape, you even invest less, like $100 or like $80 each, and you guys can all eat ice cream every day and get in better health. That's an amazing investment, I would say. And that is our protein ice cream. The next snack is very easy to do. You can prep it on one day and prep it for the entire week, is why I love this snack a lot. So what we're going to make is protein egg white bites. What you're going to need is your garnishes. So here we have tomatoes, bell peppers, green peppers, and red peppers. We also have spring onions, some high protein ham, chicken ham. We're going to use 5 egg whites and 1 whole egg. So first we're going to make the omelet mix. So first we're going to need 5 egg whites. And again, I'm doing it the old school way. You guys can just put it in an egg white carton and this will save you so much more time. Now, all that's left is to add the mix and all the veggies and the garnish that you're going to add to your egg white bite. So we'll add that in there. And now we mix. And then I'm gonna add the spice that I want. Mix well. Perfect. So that is ready. And then we're going to add some more chicken ham on there, right? Lean chicken. So I'm gonna have 4. Now, a pro tip for everybody, you're more than welcome to use the muffin trays that people normally use. I would recommend the rubbery ones that you can get, but I'm gonna just prepare it in the air fryer. Very, very easy to make. So I am now going to take 4 of these, and then you wanna spray inside of them, right? Just so it doesn't stick. Spray, and then we wanna divide accordingly. And now we're just gonna add our ingredients. And there we go. Then finally, our source of protein. And then I'm just adding the ham in there. And you can add this however you want. You know, since I'm a chef, I need to make sure that the presentation's on point. And now we will add these into our air fryer trays. And again, if you want to make more, you can just use it and bake it in the oven, and you can use multiple. And we'll just take this, turn it on, air fry. And look at this, we have our egg white bites, and that looks lovely, man. And what's nice, you can put this away, eat it later. I'm gonna add cheese on there, and I'm gonna use this low-fat cheese, so. And again, if you guys don't have to use this particular cheese, you can use any cheese of your choice, anything that's lower fat in terms of cheese. And in here, we have 10 carbs, 9 fats, and 40 grams of protein for 4 of them. And that is 298 calories, and very, very easy to make. So it's 74.5 calories, and you can make multiple. You can make 8, you can make 20, and you can have this throughout the week and just put them in a vacuum sealed container for them to stay fresh. But look at that, that is an amazing snack to have. If you like your foods a bit more savory, add whichever spices you like. You can add your barbecue sauces, high protein, low carb, low fat. Like, what more can you ask? It's one of my favorites that I've always loved having as a snack. And again, remember, all of this is in the description below as a PDF for you. And again, if you want me to build a plan like this for you, and I have so many more recipes, like over 1,000, and I'll pick the ones I know will work for you, fill out the application to work with us in the description below. Cool, so next and final meal. We are now at the conclusion, and I know you guys are very sad, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make chicken nuggets, high protein chicken nuggets. So all you're gonna need is 2 toasts, lean ground chicken, and I'm gonna show you the rest. So because we're going to use this as a coating, I'm gonna toast this, right? And I'm going to be using the processor with that. While that's in the toaster, so for the lean ground chicken, we have exactly 200 grams of that, and I'm gonna spice accordingly. So I'm gonna add some spice there. We're going to use some lemon pepper seasoning. Okay, cool, that's enough lemon pepper. Then we're gonna have seasons, all seasoning, and then some mustard. And now we just mix our seasoning. So that has been seasoned and spiced up. So we'll come back to this later. Okay, so toast is ready. We're gonna just use my trusty food processor that I usually make my cauliflower rice with. And we'll take bread numero uno, bread numero dos. By the way, do you guys know I'm half Cuban and Spanish is my first language? Okay, let's go, let's go. So there we go. And now we have our breadcrumbs. Now we can make our chicken nuggets. Well, let me put a bit. So the only downside of this meal is my gains wanna stay on my hand and not in this. And that was actually very quick to prepare, so quick. Now we're gonna prepare it in the air fryer. Usually you would put this in oil and have it cooking in the oil. You don't need that. Air fryer does a better job. And actually, right before, just so it gets nice and golden for you, put that in there. And then our final meal is the chicken nuggets. And for this snack, the macros come out to be exactly 290 calories. In here, we have 18.5 grams of carbs, 3.2 grams of fat, and 48.9 grams of protein. More than welcome to add some tomato ketchup if you want to, or any spice of your choice. But that is our last meal. Let me try it out. This is my first meal of the day. Wow. Wow, that was so good. Well, damn. And that is the end of the video. First, we have our yogurt. And again, very, very easy to prepare. We have our rice cakes with the omelet that we prepared. We have our egg whites toast that is very, very tasty. Our protein ice cream. And then finally, our egg white bites. And that is the snacks video for you. All of these are very high protein, moderate carb, low fat. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want more of these, and I'm happy to make them for you. Leave it with a gentle thumbs up. And if I see it's like, wow, you guys love this, I will make a whole new season. I'll call it season 2 with 5 breakfasts, 5 lunches, 5 dinners, and 5 snacks, and I'll create another PDF. All you need to do is leave a thumbs up for it. But I'll leave it there. If you want to work with me, link in the description. And if you want that PDF, link in the description too. Goodbye.